In a quiet coastal town where the ocean whispered secrets into the stones, Arya first met Elias on a rain-soaked evening inside a forgotten lighthouse, a place where broken glass caught the moonlight like scattered stars. And in that moment, something ancient stirred between them, something deeper than attraction, something that felt like two lost souls recognizing each other across lifetimes. And as the storm raged outside, they spoke not with words, but with glances, the kind that linger on the skin like warmth. And Elias felt as though he had finally come home after wandering his whole life through loneliness, while Arya sensed her heart opening in a way that frightened and thrilled her all at once. Because she had loved before, but never like this. Never with a connection that felt as though it reached into her very being. And as days passed, they began meeting by the sea, walking barefoot along the shore while the waves kissed their feet, sharing stories of heartbreaks and dreams, of the quiet ache that had followed them both. And every time Elias brushed his fingers against Arya's hand, a spark traveled through her. Not rushed or desperate, but slow and intoxicating, building like a tide rising under a full moon. And when he finally took her hand in his, she did not pull away. She stepped closer, breathing in his warmth, feeling safe yet daring, and their first kiss was not wild but tender. Soft lips meeting with a trembling intensity that made the world fade. And in that moment, they knew they were crossing into something irreversible, something that would change them forever. And as their love grew, it became a dance of longing and closeness. Sometimes fiery, sometimes gentle, always filled with emotion. And at night, they would lie together, listening to the waves, wrapped in each other's presence, sharing whispered confessions, dreams of a future where they would wake up together every morning, feeling the same deep connection that had first brought them together. And Arya would trace her fingers along Elias's arm, feeling the steady beat of his heart beneath her touch, knowing that every beat echoed her own. And Elias would look at her with eyes filled with devotion, not possession, but a quiet promise that he would cherish her soul as much as her body. And there were moments when their closeness became heated, when desire shimmered between them like electricity, but it was always guided by love, by a respect that made every touch feel sacred. And even when they were apart, even when life pulled them in different directions for a time, the bond never weakened because they carried each other inside, like a hidden flame that never went out. And when they reunited after weeks of separation, the embrace they shared was filled with tears and laughter, bodies pressed together as if afraid the other might disappear. And in that moment, they realized that what they had was not just romance, but a soul connection, a love that felt written into their very existence. And as the years passed, they built a life together in that little coastal town, their love deepening with every sunrise. And though the world around them changed, their hearts remained intertwined, forever drawn to each other like the tide to the moon, forever bound by a love that was as endless as the sea.